Cymbidium orchids are very popular in California, not so much here because they're a long-lasting flower, but to get them to rebloom here is very difficult because we have warm winters, and these need a cool, very cool drop during the nighttime, during the wintertime, for them to induce flowers. And for us to get that, it's nigh on to impossible. So this is...
No, I was just going to say, for your information, these come from Hawaii, and they are promoted as warm weather tolerant cymbidiums. So, you're a little skeptical. Okay.
Not a little, very skeptical. But anyway, it's not that they can't be. It's not the easiest thing to reflower down here, cymbidiums. A lot of florists bring them in at the flower shows. They're very popular at the orchid shows, and too, they'll bring them in from California or Hawaii in bud and all that. The flowers will last several months on the plant. You've got a nice bright location, and you keep the plant damp. It has a pseudobulb on it, but this type of orchid needs to be kept damp at all times.
Not like this, though.
No, not sitting in water like that. Again, water it, let it drain, put it into a decorative container. Needs fairly bright light, again, but the flowers are very, very long lasting. Now, to try to rebloom it, you need to put it outside, and it needs a very strong light location. So it needs a lot of light because it needs to build up a lot of food for it to reflower again in the fall. So the flower spike is produced on the side of the bulb. They should initiate, you should see new buds starting around Thanksgiving time. That's what I used to always look for. I used to go in the greenhouse up north in Michigan when I managed an orchid nursery there with Ruth cymbidiums for the cut flower business. I used to go in the greenhouse and look. By Thanksgiving, it would have, it looks like almost like a new growth, but it's circular, like your finger, maybe about so long, and that is the immature flower spike developing.
So all these plants have pluses and minuses. The cymbidium, I think, gives you a lot of long-lasting
Big bang
showy
for your
flowers.
buck. Big bang for your buck.
A lot of long-lasting. I think that plant will cost about the same as the Paphiopedilum, but look how much more showy flowers you're getting. But the downside is that you may not be able to get it to reflower, but with some care and some luck, you can.
Yeah.
There was a guy here down in Homestead. He moved out to California, but he was trying to breed warm growing ones, warm tolerant ones, and I got a few from him, and I have been able to rebloom them.
But you're way out in the country when the temperature during the wintertime at night is down the 40s.
I was in the 40s already out in the Redlands. Like the greenhouse was 42 or something like that, and the too cold, because we're like 10 degrees cooler as you go out west than if you're closer to the water. So that's something you have to.
And I live in the city, so my night temperature, because all the concrete in the buildings and the houses and all that, doesn't drop that much.
So the cymbidiums typically are fine with temperatures that even go down below freezing.
As long as it doesn't
temporarily.
As long as it doesn't freeze, you get frost on the leaves, they can take the very cold temperatures, no problem. You can leave them out, no problem at all.
But the ones that are grown, some of them are. I've seen plants in showrooms in New York.
20-inch containers.
The flower spikes were this big.
Hundreds of flowers.
Massive flower spikes.
Yeah. Very spectacular. Any questions about cymbidium?
So basically, it's for them to have big splash and enjoy it as long as they could.
It's not impossible that you can get it to reflower. Highly unlikely, but it could be done.
You find them a lot in corsage, and they sell them, you see them in little corsage things.